One Family's goal is solve all the needs of each family according to their specific requirements, whether it's financial needs, it's emotional needs, it's psychological needs, it's medical needs, whatever it happens to be. One Family's job is to take a complete wholesome look and understand what they need and what we can do for them.
We go through stuff here, we speak out, we process things, we give room to the things that need to be given room, and they literally felt like one family.
The people who were helping ranges from orphans who lost both parents, people who were injured, bereaved parents, bereaved siblings, widows and widowers, a tremendous amount of services, support groups, get-togethers, weekend retreats, psychological help, emotional help, being there with them, a lot of being there and letting them know that they're not alone.
It was April 15th. It was the day before the Pesach Seder, and it was 7 o'clock in the morning, and there was a knock at the door. And we went to the door, and I opened the door, and there were these 3 army officers there, and they say, "We're sorry to inform you. Are you the parents of?" You stop breathing, and are you the parents of Lieutenant Daniel Yaakov Mendel? He was killed this morning in battle in Shechem. Zell. Your whole life changes. You're never the same. Daniel was 24. He was single. He was gorgeous. He was brilliant. He was popular. He was very, very committed to his soldiers. He had been with them all through their training, 18 months, and he got 1 bullet, and he died on the spot. I'm from Canada. I grew up in Toronto. With Daniel's death, we're no longer new immigrants. That with Daniel's death, we became true Israelis. As his friend said, Daniel had the death that he would have wanted to have. He died defending his country. He died a hero.
I used to work as a nurse in the hospital. I was waiting for them, and they didn't come. My husband picked up my son. In the middle of the way, the Arabs threw a big stone on the car, and my husband died from this stone immediately. And then the car falling down, and my son killed. In this time I was pregnant. 4 months after that, I got birth to a baby girl, and her name is Orit. It means like light. She is my meaning of my life. I'm telling her all the story, and she had a father and a brother, and how amazing they are. And in this time, my son and my husband was all my family, and I'm trying to do my best, but no, it's very hard.
I have 3 children, Amit, Noam, and Dido. Amit fell in Tzuk Eitan. He was 21 years old. He was in the army. He was very, very quiet, but with his quiet, everyone go after him because it was very strong, quiet. And he has great, great humor, very dark humor, like his mother. It's really hard to me to talk he was, because I feel like he's here and it's not finished yet. This is one of my problems, that I can't accept it a little bit. So it's a little bit hard for me to say he was. But yes, he was.
דפיקה בדלת. אני פתחתי בתמימותי. אני רואה בכניסה 3 חיילים. לא היו צריכים להגיד הרבה. רק ביקשתי והתחננתי, זה לא נכון. איך חוזרים לחיים נורמליים? כאב לי, כעסתי שלא צודק, שזה לא אמיתי, לאבד עוד ילד נוסף.
Erev Pesach, we're on the way to my parents, to Kiryat Arba. Baruch, my husband, saw the terrorist and he shouted me, "Terrorist!" And I've got 5 children and they were in the car in the back. I'm hearing shooting and shooting, 45 bullets. Baruch was killed straight. I was very, very injured. I took the steering wheel and I ran away from the terrorists and they shooted and shooted and shooted. I called the police. It was very, very quiet. I can't even... I'm going back to what happened and it does me beginning to cry. My son, that was 8 years old, he was injured. His leg was bleeding on his head. I remember looking on Baruch, I know straight that he's dead. I tried to breathe him, to do something, I had a sweater, so I closed his holes, tried to see if I can do something. And I saw, so I moved him, and I didn't want my children to see. I was all bleeding, so I had another sweater, and I covered myself to stop bleeding, because I know that if I will bleed and bleed, I will even die. And I know my children need a mother, I know the father dead. I said I will be strong, I will go up. Baruch was a very special man, really. We were 22 years together.
When this happens in your life, you can no longer relate to your friends in the same way. Your friends don't relate to you in the same way. You're always on edge. Can I be happy? Can I smile? Should I be crying? But OneFamily provides a new social structure for each age group and each particular tragedy that happened to them to be able to form new friendships with people exactly like themselves, and therefore it can be a deep and real and a sincere friendship. They can cry when they want, they can laugh when they want, and the other person knows exactly what they're feeling, right? And understands that you have to be happy sometimes, and you're allowed to be happy.
When was the Shiva, Mandy and Chantal come and they talk with me. I'm coming for you, I come to talk with you, I'm here for you. So I said, okay.
When I was in hospital, they gave me strength to get up, and I know that if I need something, I've got mishpacha achat once a week, and I feel they hug me, they give me, and with them I can speak.
I met Mindy. She was like my angel. I used to come to her. They helped me to meet people and talk, and basically I'm very Mindy, she's my best friend.
והגעתי בעמותת משפחה אחת, ששם מצאתי את הנחמה. קיבלו אותי איך שאני, עם עצב, עם כאב. חיבקו אותי, ולא שכחו להגיד לי, אנחנו בשבילך כאן.
We don't need to speak because we understand what everyone feels, what everyone passed, what every day, and you can talk with other mom. So it's good for everybody.
This is the cookbook that OneFamily put out, and it's another way that our loved ones aren't forgotten, is it opens up this place for groups to come and cook with the mothers. And again, this is an opportunity for the mothers to talk about their sons, to feel the caring and the support and the love that women all over the world feel towards us here in Israel, to those of us who've had a tragedy happen to us. That's what we want. We want you to remember our loved ones, to not forget them.
My son Ido is 16 years old, and he was in the summer in Camp Timberland. He really enjoyed. He has a great time. And what it was good for him that he saw another friend, they lost someone. So I know that he spoke a little bit with other, and I know that he got a friend, a Canadian. So he really enjoyed.
So the kids love it, and what you're doing for the kids over in Canada is saving lives, is rejuvenating them, is giving them hope and giving them smiles on their face and letting them feel like somebody loves them.
For those people who aren't as strong, OneFamily is there to hold their hand. whether they need counseling, whether they need help with their kids, whether they need a big brother for their kids, whether they need somebody to give them an understanding, a treat. Come, we're going to take you up for dinner. Come, there's this weekend we have organized for you. That this does so much for people that we're not forgotten.
It's all about giving. Giving to people in every possible way, because the organization, unfortunately, is taking care of 12,000 people. It's taking care of 3,500 families. And the numbers, I wish were reducing, but they're not. You know, unfortunately, it just goes on. And I have a lot of fears about the future.
It's hard for me to speak on my children. It does make me to cry, but they remember everything. They saw everything. They saw their father dead. They saw all the terrorists. It comes back in the night. It lives with us. It's all the time with us. And now with all what's happening now in Israel, it comes back all the time. It's with us, and it comes back and comes back. And if we wouldn't have mishpacha achat to hug us, it would be very hard. And Baruch Hashem that we've got mishpacha achat.
Through OneFamily, I meet so many stories, so many. It's so sad. There's so many people. The numbers are great. You know, it's not just for the faces that you know. It's for all those people that are there and have been going through this for years, and, you know, we might have forgotten their names already. That's terrible. But OneFamily is there for them. Doesn't let them go. Proactively searches how to help them and defines for them what their needs are, and listens and with the sensitivity and respect to give them what they really need.